because it is kind of slim. Well, being a vegetarian, it's a wonderful thing. I feel great. I really, really, really feel great. By the way, how's that food shortage coming, guys? You guys keeping up on it? Everybody keeping an eye on what's going on? I told you months ago that it's probably going to be a good idea to start eating veggies, right? I told you it was going to happen. Look where you are now. Stuck on stupid. Deciding I'm a black man. I've been in the church for so long, eating bacon and chicken and beef. I'm going to keep on going to Arby's and I'm going to keep on going to Chick-fil-A and doing what I'm doing, even though they put Ebola in the food you eat. Even though, you people are the most sickening puppets on the goddamn stage. Even the politicians do a better job than you, and they are more bloodthirsty. I'm almost certain. You're disgusting. You're despicable. And you know what you need? I ain't going to tell you yet. But I'll tell you what. If I continue to hear you flam blasting my guidance, I can assure you of this. I'm going to make sure that you are taken care of by the angelic empire. And they are here to do the job of taking care of too many. So I get it together. Now, I'm going to go back into some of the reading that I prepared for you, because it is vastly important that you get what's going on as soon as possible. We don't have much time to view ourselves from the unseen dimension that we exist on. That which your Bible tells you to align with. And you can't give your audience the information for them to align. So don't tell me that you know that the people are going to be all right, because the lives that all of you have been living, although you've been called a Christian who is in sin, bound to go to heaven in sin, so you can go fuck heaven up. Like there's any creator that's going to do that. Transform you when you couldn't even transform your goddamn self. Huh? Now you're trying to transform yourself by plagiarizing this information and putting a twist on it that fits your agenda so that you can continue in this electrochemical magnetic immortal life support creation matrix program, genetic evolutionary program, existing in our mind, a low vibrational electromagnetic field, so that you can wipe the planet out. I have another thing coming. I want you to know that. You're a despicable human being. One who has the nerve to keep the truth, to attempt to keep the truth away from the world for nothing. For nothing but a moment in the sun before the wind blows and takes you O-U-T. You're amazing. Don't worry about the lights. I'm comfortable with the amount of light I have. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for joining me for this shift in the Worldwide Paradigm Shift Show. For all of you listening, I want you to please pay close attention to what you're hearing. For ladies and gentlemen, you and I have no other choice but to reverse our course. Now, I am doing everything I can to sustain my trajectory. I am constantly making sure that I am doing everything I can to stay focused, and I remain disciplined to the degree that I have been for over a year and a half. For 99.9% of throughout this enlightenment. You may think that all of the claims that I am a bad person are real, are true. And those of you who may know me, you may feel as if the claims that I am making are claims that are outlandish and untrue. But these claims are very real. This purpose is amazing. Brothers and sisters, I need you to brace yourselves. We are heading into very, very, very deep territory. Okay? This territory involves you having an opportunity to get a little closer to the Holy Spirit. The words I'm going to read to you are words verbatim. They are not words that were read out of a book or given to me from another being in human flesh. I have no reason to lie to you. My life is well already gone. From your perspective, I'd probably, hey, he don't even matter anymore. But unfortunately, unbeknownst to you, sipia naka opufia dikia la afambaya nidia la aga. The guidance of the guardians given to me, and that which you are receiving, is the only guidance there is. And I ask that all of you, please, be very cautious with how you deal with me from this point on, this moment on. For I mean you no harm, but you and I have some work to do. We are not the responsible, insightful, foresighted men and women that we should be. And at this moment in time, you and I have the right and responsibility to ascertain our strength and handle the job of eradicating these dysfunctional fuckers. Because if we don't, we're dead in the water and in sin. Stuck on stupid, chasing a burger, chasing a goddamn outfit that's further destroying the only environment we have left, which those to whom have guided you in your path to destruction over the past few hundred years, these individuals have a present holdover. Listen, we cannot sustain this any longer. I have worked very hard to make sure that you people can have an opportunity to be functional. To make sure that you brothers and sisters can have an opportunity to receive in a very short period what it took me 20 years to be guided to ascertain. over 20 years. And if you think the guidance or the protection is going anywhere, you're sadly mistaken. The winds are about to blow in amazing ways. Just because of your ignorance and your desire to believe that what I'm doing has no significance. Do I look like I ain't breathing easy, cowboy? I fight with my mind, and I fight with my tongue. And my tongue is mightier than a two-edged and I'm going to make sure that I allow you an opportunity to feel the claws of life. Now I'm going to check the camera. I'm going to sit down because I feel that I have many sides. Most of them are, well, every one of them, first of all, I'm authentic. And by the way, we'll get into being authentic here very shortly because this is the state you must exist in, black man, from this point on. Authentic. Now, in your authentic role, you will reverse curses, okay? But you got to be in your natural standard of electromagnetic radio frequency potential. Just like the prophets of old told you, you would be taught by the new high priest, which is I, the guided one. I am that I am. And you, being who you are, need to take my advice, no matter who you are. Don't worry, I won't be caught doing what you're doing again. Because I'm way ahead of you. And I ain't going back. Okay? To remain the guided one, I have to stay ahead of you in the things I do, the traditions I, of course, align with. And believe me, folks, there's nothing you want or nothing you have that I don't already possess, nor the freedom to possess. Okay? All right, so I'm going to check the time. I'm going to take a sip of water, and I'm going to allow the evening, dusky light, shade, to take us into the evening with the beautiful words that have been prepared for you. I thank you for joining me once again. I want to thank the High Council of the Order of the Crystal Keys for giving me the opportunity to once again speak to you, brothers and sisters. It is vastly important that I reach out to you in this very dire moment where you need to know how to be authentic, because it is your ability, my and your inability to be authentic that brought our curses. And by the way, to you who watches many of the shows, videos that are produced online, whether that be Ralph Smart, Saratoga Ocean, Rashad Jamal, Redirect, Dr. Mumbai Spiritual Show, Lance Curb, CNBC, Tariq Nasheed, let's see, what's the gentleman's name? He's the gentleman that, the black gentleman who has a radio show. I can't remember his name, but he's an older gentleman, about 55, 60 years old. Jesse Lee Peterson, please forgive me, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much, Guardians. Any of the European shows that you may be watching, I want to let all of you know that every one of them have taken a piece of my show, whether they're in the political arena, whether they are in the religious arena, whether they are in the entertainment arena on YouTube or, TikTok, where they're explaining, how it is you can now vibrate high and you can be the best version of yourself and God wants you to do something more. The information you're getting from these people is coming directly from the horse's mouth. And they, unfortunately, have no awareness of what the hell they're even talking about. Okay? This is why you don't hear them speak in respect to bloodline to such a deep degree. And one of the biggest gatekeepers out there is Destined Ministries, with a gentleman who is not dead named Stephen Darby. Hello, spineless coward. How are you? Mr. Darby, I cannot wait until I see you disappear, because you are nothing but scum. You are the scum of the earth, and you need boiled in piss. Now, I'm going to leave you to the angels, because if I get my hands on you, you're going to regret severely what you're doing, because you didn't take the first warning. And now that we are about to go deep, oh, hell is going to break loose when I'm done. Now, these individuals, folks, they are in an attempt to take the reins of your redemption when they don't even have any awareness of the magnitude of how it is your minds are in the moment, okay? Capable of activating something beautiful or activating something that you don't want to see. These individuals have no awareness of how it is the transfer of your energy exists, nor do they want to talk about it, because then Mr. Darby, who has no awareness of what he's talking about, would have to tell you what those who want to control the false reality narrative, the one that they're telling you about your issues in, well, these individuals that, who put Mr. Darby in the place that he's in, and his wife and kids, and it's such a sad disaster this coward chose to do this. These individuals, they own every aspect of, entertainment. Whether we're doing videos, whether you're looking at the news, whether you're looking at, Flavor Flav and his, Buddy New York. It doesn't matter what you're looking at, all right? These individuals are a multi-tiered establishment, well connected, and of course, this is where the idea of the cloud came from. It's controlled by mechanical minds who want to do nothing more than literally walk you into doom, all right? By sustaining your ignorance, which creates what? We don't have to say it again. A low vibrational electromagnetic field. Now, folks, these people are in entertainment. If these individuals want to control the awareness of the melanated man and woman, they put rappers up on stage in entertainment that literally are put in place to do nothing, as I said before. Keep you focused on getting the bag. Keep you focused on the image of a body, which inverts your frequency automatically. This is why you got to pull yourself away from what you see, taste, touch, smell, and hear to the greatest degree that you can. We'll get deeper into that, the deeper we go into the program. However, folks, these individuals exist when you go to country music, and they're dealing with nothing but Europeans. Why? So that they can keep these individuals, all right where they are, perceptually. And perceptually, guess what? They only focus on the image. Why? Because they're a mirror image ghost reflection, electrochemical automated reflection of your perception, not your body, black man and black woman, your perception. At the moment, it's a magnetically misaligned, inverted perception. So, when Europeans and Asians and Arabs and Indians are programmed with misidentity programming, which we'll get further into here, MK Ultra programming, what happens is they sustain a low vibrational electromagnetic field. None of your pastors and preachers and none of these gatekeeping son of a bitches who call themselves leaders have any awareness of this. Every one of them are in place to lead you nowhere but chaos. And how do I know? Because I know everything you don't. Because I'm the true Neo until you become me. Okay? So, next time you're thumbing through and you choose to listen to Sadhguru and you're hearing him or Stephen Darby or Ralph Smart or any of these people say to you, now folks, we're going to talk about something you've never heard before. Yeah, well, go figure. They've had 13 months to view my videos and to gather as much information as they couldn't possibly muster. And they've even decided to take what they've gotten and knowing they haven't gotten the rest, and they've created their own crazy stories in regards to bloodlines and all this, and the archons and the dark matter. This, of course, is something I've heard Tariq Nasheed, or I'm sorry, Rashad Jamal speak in regards to. Listen, folks, what I am guided to give you is information specifically for you. I'm not going to go into areas that I've not been guided to go into. So I'm not going to tell you how to create an electric car. I'm not going to tell you how to make the best battery, lithium battery. I'm not going to go anywhere that I shouldn't be. And nor can I be knocked off my path with different ideas. I have beautiful, beautiful ideas, by the way, in regards to wonderful private communities, by the way. So if there's anybody out there who's interested in getting into an adventure that is mind-bending, just as mind-bending as the program, get in contact with me. Area code 724-557-6576. Send me a text message, because I will not answer the phone unless you send me a text message and explain to me, just say, texting about real estate opportunity. Okay? However, I don't want you to think I'm big into sustaining a corrupt market or even a destructive market, because that's not where our redemption is taking us. I can almost assure you, because tell you what, folks, depending upon how you respond by your psychological level of conscious, a makeup, by your psychological makeup, depending on that, that's going to determine what you and I get ready to see. And I promise you, no differently, just as sure as Lance Curb and his gatekeeping guest who is attempting to duplicate my identity on a worldwide live show, just as the angels were able to give me the knowledge that this man, the information this man was putting out into the world, and I was able to repeat this information or say that to his audience while on his live show, texting that he was about to say, that he was going to say this. And 45 seconds later, he said it. You and I are about to see amazing. Now, you may not want to believe it. Cowgirl, cowboy, hoochie mama, pimp, gangster, coke boy, cokehead, whoremonger, sociopath, you sadistic son of a bitches out there who want to rape kids, you cowards who want to beat your wives and beat your children and beat your animals and make them suffer and make the animals in nature suffer just so that you can get your penis and your vagina rubbed on so that you can lay down the next morning and, stockpile all the fruits and vegetables and the seeds so that you can buy up all the land off of Americans and people all over the world so that you can burn the forest so that you can create a barrier between here and the fucking sun. Yeah, we know. Yeah, you sick bastards. You are soon to pay dearly. Folks, you American, you people all over the world, what you should be doing right now is suing your government for literally allowing the Food and Drug Administration to put poisons, toxins in all of your food, in your baby formulas, in your construction products. They should be sued until they can't exist no more. I intend to run to be your leader, and I intend to ensure that this government realizes that we will no longer allow them to exist any further in the disrupted, disconnected, discombobulated state that sustains our planet's destruction any further. Our communities have to be cleansed. We cleansed of what? Cleansed of unconscious people. We have individuals who are driving around literally with pipes full of crack, 6-packs, 12-packs of beer, bottles of liquor, totally blasted out of their minds, driving 60 miles an hour through stop signs, driving through the country, hitting animals, hitting children. We have so many individuals who are unsustainable, living in houses, driving cars, creating greater climate issues, driving their cars unbelievably fast, going nowhere fast. And they are being sustained by these dysfunctional sociopaths and pedophiles that want to call themselves your leadership. And the adrenochrome thing, it's sickening that you and I, who call ourselves spiritual people, have the audacity to sit in these goddamn pews like we got a goddamn ticket to ride, knowing this shit's going on. We're the most disgusting fucking pigs on the planet. We're not strong enough to do anything but get that fucking check. Keep that clearance so we can keep our pockets full. Isn't that right, sir? Pastor Jakes, Pastor Higgins, You cowards asking for donations to give these people nothing but chaos. You card readers asking, oh, we'd appreciate your support. For what? Knowing they're emotionally already weak? It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know how to go, onto a platform and say to a million people who you know are in total chaos, he still loves you, go back to him. He didn't mean to hurt you. Folks, everything you're being programmed with, by the way, by all of these nutcases who call themselves capable of taking the reins of truth. These nutcases don't have a clue what they're dealing with. And I would advise you to please stay tuned, because you're about to find out that they have no goddamn clue of truth. Okay? Now I'm going to sit down. Remember, I wrote very small. My script is very small, so I'm going to pick up my papers and read very close. I hope that you people don't mind, but this is how I'm doing things at the moment. I ask that you brace yourselves, for it's about to get interesting again. I love all of you who are with me. I understand you have fear right now to stand with me. I understand that you can't see yourself as someone who's going to follow an ex-offender or someone who's used a drug before or someone who's eaten meat before or someone who's had disorderly sex or someone who's been in sin. But folks, in the grand scheme of things, one of us had to be able to break through, break free. And by the looks of things, it ain't you, it's me. Okay? Now, I'm not trying to be a smartass, but I'm sick of you people who believe that this ain't the year of the tiger and all the other predators in the air you're breathing. Please give me a moment while I check my time. This is going to be a long video, hopefully as long as I can go. I'm going to give you as much as I can at the moment, and then I'm going to take